collaboration has really worked for you?
Can I just mention two, if that's okay?
Sure.
One is really quick, it's an infrastructure one, and we wouldn't be on air without that collaboration. So we have a partnership, which is Broadcast Park, which is 5 community radio stations in Brisbane that share a broadcast channel. It's a very critical partnership. Talk about The Wire and our newly sort of launched newsroom, which was about 12 months ago. We've been doing The Wire for a very long time. That's the sector's
Current affairs program.
yeah, thank you. Thanks for that. And that we've been talking about it being national for years and years and years, and it really wasn't. With 3 stations involved since I've been involved. But I think about 2 years ago, we were lucky enough to secure a Walkley grant, which allowed us to actually really, because the money that we get to run The Wire just pays the producers, basically. So and this is a critical thing in terms of growth, is having the resources to actually put the time into being able to develop new initiatives, to secure additional funding, to do all of that. And that's very difficult when you're dealing in a partnership situation, because everyone has their own priorities at their own station that need to come first, and then coming together to do something collectively requires actual commitment, time, effort, and all of those things. So we now are truly national, which is great, with partnerships with five stations producing now, many more stations contributing, and that partnership also works with CMTO in terms of training, works with CRN in terms of dissemination, and obviously very well supported by the CVAA. And now we're looking at how we strengthen that whole thing by collectively working with the National News Service as well. So.
Who are the 5 stations that are part of this partnership? Give them a shout out.
I will. So 4EB, who doesn't do Queensland, but for Triple Z, who do. There's somewhere around here, I'm sure. Yeah. We've got Radio Adelaide. We've also got the 2 newer stations that have come on board as 3 Triple Z. 2SCR is our long-term partner. Radio Adelaide were originally, we're part of the original dynamic.
Thank you. So we'll come back to, again, how you run the partnership for our next question. The partnership is very fresh in your mind, I imagine, still having just landed it. What was the thing that you have learned out of getting it to work that you would share with everyone else in the room?
Yeah, well, it's been going for quite a while. We just took on responsibility a couple of years ago. The partnership's well entrenched. I think the biggest thing, because obviously we work with newer stations now, and bringing them on board, is just being real and being honest. And you know, that is that thing about, and kindness, I would add kindness to that, but you know, just being real and being honest and recognising people's capacity, time and priorities are all different. And also our worldviews are all different too. So, you know, there's some challenges that we face where, you know, it just requires more conversation to work out a way forward. We might have a particular way we see it going, but everyone is just as passionate. And that passion is something you need to harness without tempering down by allowing people to have their voice in that collective decision making.
Thanks, Jo. Gavin, Jo's just mentioned, you know, challenges to overcome. How are you dealing with those?
Coming to a conference and ignoring them.